Good evening.
Hello.
When do you change the clock?
March 24th, my wife says.
Oh, that's before Pesach. Okay.
Yes, before Pesach.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're up to the top of Samach Aleph.
Yeah, something like that. Pesach Kalla.
Here it is. Okay, Aluva Hoop. And the Mishnah said, it said Aluva Hoop in the Mishnah? The Brayso? Yes. It says, Aluva Hoop, V'lo tashuv ayodcha. Aluva l'chol adam, b'mishei beiskol yosem mikol adam. It says, and the Chaim changed it to Aluva l'chol adam, b'mishei beiskol yosem mikol adam. Okay, so it should always be aluv, in other words, willing to tolerate insults, and then you'll be beloved. Tanalu hasam, v'agay lifnei hamakom. So, Mara says Rabbi Chaim, Tanalu beiskol mishneh le'el. Not sure we're getting a. You're getting an echo? Are you getting an echo?
No.
Oh, it must be here. Okay. Tanalu beiskol mishneh perek dal abiyak morat sichus sabashin posh lama mishneh orkan. Okay, so there, I guess, in perek dal, repeat it here, repeat it again. Hasam ba'av ne'amakom. Sarchil. It says in the previous chapter, it was before a makom before Baruch. Rabbi Chaim asked it. It's lakol. There should be a luva for everybody. If I would furthermore, the Gemara reads the chutz Kamar perek gimel lakol yod of kamar to all your acquaintances. That's about the people of your household. So that's not going on lifnei hamakom over there if that's the case. So he wants to say that which it says that previously means if other people mock you in your Avodah Hashem and how you are in front of Makom, be willing to tolerate the insults and not be embarrassed in front of them. So clearly he's saying that resolution, how it could be that lakol at back there at the same time be a lifnei hamakom, is that if they make fun of you for being lifnei hamakom, so then you should swallow your pride, accept the insults, and then they'll be beloved. That's Nedarim. Kalos Rosh. The beginning of Nedarim, in other words, what precipitates Nedarim is Kalos Rosh. Says Rabbi Chaim, Hevi tchilas ma'amar shu tchilas Nedarim. Klava kasav chulei Kalos Rosh Pesach l'niyavu. The Kalos Rosh, frivolous behavior, is an opening for adulterous behavior. From an ishto. And it's not, the Kiddush is not only by other women, but even with your own wife. Feel Kalos Rosh be'ishto Pesachu b'leniyuf. If you are frivolous with your own wife, then it's obi to niyuf, I guess, with other women. But Kiddush is to gama b'davar. Says to have Kalos Rosh with other women is not an opening to niyuf, is in and of itself niyuf. I'm not sure it says doing the Nedarim. Let's see back inside. The Tchilas Nedarim, Kalos Rosh. And And I guess it's as if Rabbi Chaim is saying that it's as if we bring out the rest of the statement from the Gemara in Dorim.
No, or else you realize something and you end up making a netter to try to keep yourself from doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So they meant so that whatever Carlos Roche is also saying, not just I guess the Carlos Roche leads to frivolous Nadarim, and Carlos Roche also leads to niyuv, and it's not just Carlos Roche with other women, which is outright prohibited, but it's Carlos Roche with your wife, and if you don't have parameters, so then evidently you can lead to niyuv with others. Ima rafta, if you took guaranteed a loan, your garment was taken from you away from you because you guaranteed a stranger. Uksiv lakach, uksiv kach. I guess one person says lakach bigdo, the other is lakach bigdo. The garment was taken. The other says kach bigdo, take his garment. Let's see what the Chaim says here. If you see lakach bigdo lakach bigdo shareib, you take the garment of an arev of the guarantor. So it's taken in lieu of the loan of the borrower. See what it says, kach b'doker of zar. Language of kach. Sham chav zayin. Before it's telling us, they should take his garment. The creditor should take the garment. Now it's saying here that if the arev is not mishalem, if the arev doesn't pay up, so then the person treats him as if he's the borrower. And he doesn't pay. So, well, in that case, we forcibly remove whatever value we need from him in order to fulfill his guarantee. And even the guarantor we take away from him his property in order to secure the guarantee. So that's he says here. Lokach kach. Kol raven kach means you can take it even if he doesn't want to give it up. Why? Because anybody who guarantees a loan and does not pay, my love, we treat him like a borrower. Who has an obligation to pay. Shana Mashan was not paying, that we go down and we forcibly remove property. If you borrow with the understanding you're going to pay up, fine, good. I'm not sure lowly for if you borrow money with no intent of paying back, pucka. So that I guess it's going to be bad for you. Let's see. That which it says, if you borrow money, don't borrow unless you know or you can commit to paying back. That which it says, you borrow money in order not to. One second. Yeah, but this is how you loan them money. In the Mishnah it says, in Maravta, in the Brayso, Maravta Amnasa Shalem. Well, actually, before we see that, see the line before it's clear the Darim. We should look at this before we learn the previous Gemara. Because Pesach, well, actually, what it said, the Tchilas Darim in the Gemara was not relevant. It was just saying the Kal Sosh Noshim Pesach, and that Gemara is saying very simply, straight out, like do with Nedarim. that it's Imaka's his wife. So Imarafta Amanas Shayim said the bride. So Imlavisa Amanas Lifroa, if you borrow in order to pay back. Imlavisa Amanas Shalolifro, or you borrowed not intending.
Well, Helvesa, you lent.
Oh, sorry, you're right. If you loan Amanas Lifroa or Imlavisa Shalom Amanas Lifroa. So that's a very broken sentence. What exactly does it mean? So that's what the Gemara is trying to explain here. So he says, Gemara says, then what kind of loan is that? It's a gift. You can't need some amount of it. He's going to lose his money. So over Russia. They're talking about Talmid Chachamim, that well, let's see what the Rabbi Chaim says. He explains it nicely. It's difficult, right? The money's lost. You're loaning money to Talmid Chacham is not going to violate the Torah admonishment, or the Chazal, the Tanaf's admonishment, that a love is who borrows money doesn't pay back is a Russia. It's definitely going to give it back. Moses, what does it mean? To be Malvin, loan the money, even Shalom Nas Shalim. It means Altiposo. Don't be hard on him, like a loan shark, right? In other words, you should. Of course, you can loan money, and it doesn't mean loaning money with no hope of getting it back. But since you're normally allowed to compel somebody to pay you back, we're saying that don't compel Talmid Chacham in an undignified way. Because he's definitely going to pay back. So you shouldn't pressure him.
Okay.
Have a zoil of lipsok eitz toiva. The Brisa just said, have a ma'amar lipsok. Okay, so the Gemara explains, have a zoyer lipsok eitz toiva. Says Rabbi Chaim, have a zoyer lipsok toiva. Brisa when it to have a ma'amar lipsok to be. Doesn't matter, it's the same thing. He says, so Kamash Malon, Luhu Tamid Chacham Deich the Islu Iska Bari into the Alma, the lowly Shavke Umachabel Chad Al Chad. Okay, let's see what Melchaim says. Deich the Islu Iska Bari into the Alma, she is Zoyer Masam Antonim Amoretz. Be very careful with dealings with an Amoretz. She'im Midame Mirame also. If he cheats you, you should just interrupt the process of the transaction. If Amoretz tries to deceive you, just walk away from it. Because it's going to lose all of his money. Or can cause you, I guess, presumably lose your money too. He literally loses coin after coin after coin, some after some in this gradual this partnership, which is an inappropriate, illicit partnership. Kana Shem Tov, Kanei Shem Tov, I guess. Acquire a good name. Yeah, that's Kanei Shem Tov. That's more. So Kana Shem Tov, like it says, if you acquire intelligence, it's good for you because you get a good reputation. On the other hand, a person, a boorish person, it said in the Mishnah, it says that he's a boor. He's not Moritz. He doesn't know anything about Torah. Lo yadal mifash michatei. He doesn't know how to separate seven sins. That's the Bura is a particularly ignorant type of Amoritz. Lama Amoritz Chassid. It's a Amoritz in this case is a higher madriga than a Bur. It's hard to distinguish. But a Bur is the lowest of the low. And Amoritz is slightly above that. So Amoritz can still have Yiras Chet, right? And you can say and seven sin, but he can't be a Chassid. My time, why came Lo Sham Mila the rice? Since it doesn't hear the words of the Torah, Karbe Meser Ozna Mishma Torah. Well, somebody who removes his ears from hearing Torah, and therefore he's going to not be able to be a chassid. Now, what's the difference? That's Rabbi Chaim. Go for himself. It says, "Came lo yadu chulei." The came to there's a Torah. No, you're there for a chet. You go look him some bur yirei. So that bur yirei, but he doesn't really explain why Namoritz can't be a chassid. But obviously, this is the next line of Gemara. Chassid my time out came and lo shama mili deraisa. He doesn't. I guess Yoda means he doesn't have basic knowledge. Lo shama means he doesn't have in-depth knowledge. So Kari Mesa is no Mishma Torah. Even though he knows something, since he doesn't know something in depth and profundity, so therefore it's called Mesa or somebody who removes his ear from listening to Torah. It says Chaim Mesa is no Mishma Torah. Gone to lost to Eva. The end of the pasuk is that it feels also repugnant. Chaim Shar Mitzvahs also other. And see Beitueva Pshita ain't a chassid. Okay. Since it says that he's a Tueva, obviously he's not a chassid. Fine. Next, turning the page. Lo b'shon lamei v'lo kapdan. A person embarrassed can learn, and a person who is a short temper. Shita, that's obvious. It's not just in Torah. If you are a baishon on the one hand or a captain on the other hand, you can't learn anything. Not just Torah, even
It's law kaptan malamed, but okay, keep going.
Right, sorry, law kaptan malamed. Sorry. Well, captain, I didn't skip, but that's right. It's in the bottom. Well, captain malamed pshita. Yeah. Came to maki and yochol lamed tamidim. Lo tzur that feel b'mila that the rest. I feel the vitor eno captain. Malamed tamidim koogim sinus. Oh, he says an interesting spin here. It says, in learning teaching Torah, in the morning when he's a Rebbe, he's not makbid, and he teaches Talmudim properly, and calmly. But in the afternoon when he's a teacher, kapton, he has a short temper. Nami enam lamid. He can't teach even in the morning. Because he's not going to marry acquiring Torah in a true manner. The Messiah, like it says, like in the Gemara. Amar Abba Elio Zokro Tov. Elio said, "Only main term is precious. Elamisha Eno Kapton." Torah cannot be understood, explained by somebody unless he's not a kapton. Asher Misha Pagabo, praiseworthy is somebody who meets up with Elio.
You skipped. Afani Eni Nigla Ella.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afani Eni Nigla. Oh, says Elio Nemet. Says. So to Eliyah Navi, not revealed Ela Misha Eno Kapton. Only to somebody who doesn't have a short temper. Wow. Asher Misha Paga, praiseworthy is somebody who meets up Eliyah. Misha Yashav Imo. Anybody's able to see with Eliyah. Muftachlo Shuben Olam Haba. Okay, next time that happens, we'll know. So he says, Zolokam Lamem Shita. The Kem do Makbid and Yochel Lamem Tamidim. Let's see that few million their heads need to return into capital. Not doing Kogan. The sins of their heads. Capital Nami and Lamishum Shaina Zerga Torah and Messiah. He can't be Zerga the Torah. Even his Makbid and Mili the Alma, he can't be Zerga the Torah. Okay. Ashim Ishapagabo, praiseworthy is somebody who meets up with Elio. And Hadrolach perek Hamishi of Meseches Kalla. So yeah. Okay. So next, Hashem also probably 2:30, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you too. Take care.